Consulate it is for the very first map. Of course, this is the one that Ageless are hoping they can gain an advantage on.
Nomad being banned right away by Nora Rengo. That's a very interesting ban. They have been banning Nomad quite a bit in the regular season.
Yeah, and that's fairly interesting if you look back to the previous seasons as well as how much Nora Rengo would just blanket ban Glaz.
Well, followed up by a Hibana ban by Ageless. So very quickly they're deciding on what to ban, and looks like they have done their homework. And there we go, a mirror ban followed up. Final defensive ban is going to be going to Nora Rengo. They are on defense first.
So Echo probably?
Yeah, probably. They have been banning Echo all season, if not mirror. 22 bans. Yeah. There we go, 23rd Echo ban of the season.
It's just one of those operators that if you always ban it, it's just you never have to worry about getting denied plant last second, of course. And, you know, I suppose Nora-Renga aren't one of those teams that always push the time limit, but yeah, it just seems to fit right into their playstyle.
Indeed. So first round of the Season 9 APAC Finals, Nora Rengo versus Ageless on Consulate. We're going to have Shintas, Fahon, Yas, Agent, Katsang, followed by JJ, Meryu, Ramu, Rachel, and Papilia on Nora Rengo.
Yeah, real David and Goliath, as Elfish said. It's going to be a tough one here, but, you know, we got to set the scene first. Let's see how this first round goes, and then, yeah, we can get stuck right on into it, can't we?
Yeah, 6 pick from Jaeger to Pulse right there for Ramu, and they are playing on the basement, so probably they're going to try and contest from the garage up into piano.
Yeah, I was actually a bit interested about that Hibana ban. Like, I really feel like on a map like Consulate, Thermite would probably be a better hard breacher to ban.
Yeah, but they are going on attack first, so perhaps they want to get that advantage. They did notice probably from VOD reviews that Meryu is a fantastic Hibana player, so is Rachel. So trying to get that away from them, and they like to play the hatches more than the garage wall, Nora Rengo.
Yeah, of course. It's, you know, you can open up the garage as much as you like, but you have to actually get in there if you want to win the round.
Indeed, and it's not always cut and dry anymore on Consulate as the meta has evolved. Last time you get the wall open, you're almost certain to win. Now, not so much. So Mario's on the bandit, but he's not going to be bandit tricking. He just placed them all down. So there is a Thatcher on the board, so the buck is not that imperative to get that wall open. But still, you need piano control to get good picks on and make the final push in.
Yeah, of course. I really don't think bandit tricking has much of a place on the garage these days, just due to, you know, how easy it is just to, you know, peek him from the stairwell if you're feeling aggressive. And even it's sometimes hard as a player just watching for that to even deny that kill coming in.
Yeah, indeed. Now, JJ's on the Maestro here, and he is a fantastic player. He usually plays Mirror, but of course Mirror has been banned out. Ageless is going to start the attack through the west side, and they're going to be going up onto the second floor. Meryu is immediately going to drop down, and he's going to contest together with Papilia, Katsang here outside the window. Yeah,
top-down push, pretty standard. That being said, Papilia and Meryu are going to have a fairly solid hold. Oh, did you see that grenade lineup? The double nades, yeah. I like that. That's nice.
Yeah, it's not really necessary, however, but they were trying to, I guess, scare off Meryu, and they did that very successfully. Thatcher grenade's probably going to be used elsewhere. Yas is going to be pushing up. Solo Ash. Oh, and the C4 misses just too late. But it is Papilia C4, and it's not Ramu C4, so they still have one more on the board. Meryu probably carrying one as well.
It's a lot of damage done to Katsang as he repelled in, so he's been put on notice that, yes, they cannot just control that top floor. They've got to be aware of a bit of a fight back here from Nora.
Well, they have got the garage wall open at least, so there's not going to be a time problem in that sense. But yeah, the buck taken so low, he's not going to be able to contest the hold that he's going to be probably making in piano later on. Not able to get any picks right now, but oh, very, very close to getting that wall bang right there. Second wall is going to get opened up, Fahon getting that very successfully. And Meryu coming in, he's going to get caught out by Yas, and the Ash just holding the angle. And we have talked about this previously, you know, off stream, that Ash is a great operator to hold angles. She can get herself back into the action very quickly.
The thing is that Nora-Renga are playing so far back because they had this piano control, but now that they've lost it, they're going to have to push up, which, you know, adds that dynamic of now we've got Papilia who's going to try and take back piano, and then also people from below can also shoot up.
Yeah, indeed. It's going to be very interesting to see whether Katsang's going to realize, no, he's going to lose. That, as I said before, the hold's working up against him, too low HP to contest that effectively enough. But doesn't look like the finisher is going to come out, so they might be able to revive him. Shintas is going to get that underway right away.
30 seconds, though. Ageless are really cutting it tight. As you said, You know, they have those time control issues, and it looks like the execute's going to come on now. Smoke grenades followed by a phone call. Surely Papilia's going to push on up, but Katsang, after being picked on up, is going to trade him on out. Plant going on down, and Katsang's found another. Agent's going to find one. It's a 4-on-1, all up to Racial. He has found one, but the plant has been confirmed, and now he has to retake 1-on-3. And yes, he's going to get the round there.
Oh, that was really well done from Ageless. They are bringing the fight to Nora Rengo. And very well controlled round in terms of the pacing. Looks like the issue about pacing is not really there, at least on this bomb site.
Yeah, that was a great round there from the Ageless. I suppose, you know, they're starting to make us look like we can't really predict things, because that is the first round going to the underdogs here.
Yeah, first blood, but sometimes, you know, the stronger teams, they like to just feel it out initially.
Yeah, take a bit of a while to get going, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, they're probably not worried just yet, and it's going to be a pulse to Doc pick, so Ramu instantly getting promoted to Doc.
Look at that, 3 cogs. 3 cogs on the board for the defenders. You know what they're going to be doing?
They're going to be playing the spawn peak game.
Yeah, probably not spawn peaks, but definitely a lot of these long angles.
Especially long desk.
Yeah, we might see a spawn peak come on out, though. Like, it's something that Nora would like to do to try and respond straight away, but overall, in that whole round, it seemed like Ageless kept it very simple. You know, that's something Dev and I like to say a lot. Like, you know, if you keep your strategy simple, there's a lot less that can go wrong. And, you know, once they got the ground that they needed and Nora-Renga weren't able to take it back, like we saw Mario try up above, it was just pretty simple for Ageless to execute and then shoot Nora-Renga trying to retake.
Yeah, that's true. Nora-Renga played it a lot more passively than we would expect. Perhaps, you know, they are still feeling things out, but this is a fairly aggressive, fairly aggressive defensive lineup, despite being three armors.
Oh yeah, as for the attackers, that's another thing I've noticed about Ageless is they really don't change it up at all. They keep the same operators pretty much every round.
Papilia's going to be in admin here, and that's a pretty decent spot for a Rook to be in, but he's going to barricade it off immediately, so no admin contention. It doesn't look like Ageless want to push that anyway. They like this west side push a lot more. They pushed it on the basement attack, and looks like they're going to be pushing it again here. Racial on the stairs with a smoke shotgun. That's going to be very powerful and hard to contest.
I think the you know, thought process for Papilia right there is, you know, if they're going to be trying to take admin, they're going to spray open the windows straight away from spawn, and he doesn't see that come on out, so he's like, no worries, I don't have to worry about this side of the map as much just yet.
Yeah, indeed. So the Thatcher grenade is ready, and hopefully they have Katsang ready with his frag grenades too. The double whammy can be really, really powerful. You throw the Thatcher grenade, burn the ADS, and immediately follow it up before Papilia has a chance to run away.
Doesn't look like Katsang's anywhere near just yet. Yas going to be entering in yellow stairs from below. So maybe they're going to go for a bit of a dual push. Okay, so they're going to support themselves with the flashbangs, make sure there is no ADSs there.
Oh no, he's gonna get caught out perhaps. No, Racial still loses the fight right there. The flashbangs did their job, and Yas working really well on that air so far.
Yeah, he's been such a great entry fragger, and he's also going to get past Ramu as well to the top of yellow stairs, but Ramu's going to win that fight. Easy headshot, he can fall back and heal himself back up.
Yeah, even though the phone call was ringing, not really a problem for Ramu. He is one of the top fraggers in Japan, and he's showing exactly why they had to pry him from farthest back.
Well, minute 15 on the clock. What's the plan here from Ageless? Because they can't just swing on in, and Ramu, oh, he wants to get aggressive here.
I don't think they're going to be expecting this aggression right there. And there we go. The Dokebi is going to pay the price. Ramu only losing about 25 HP, but he's going to get down. Still, he has no more stim pistols, actually. And whoa, Shintaz! He's going to take down JJ as he's leaning the wrong way. Mario trades back onto Shintaz, and he's going to take down one more. Katsang on the floor. So it's a 2v1 essentially, unless Ramu is able to get picked up. Farhan is very scared of the run out from the exit stairs. He puts his crosshair right above Papilia, and he's going to take down Mario. So it's a 1v1 right now.
Yeah, essentially a 1v1, but 30 seconds on the clock. We might even see the pickup now that they've heard him rappel down. Oh, they've actually dropped down.
Oh,
Farhan could find this for free if he's looking the right way. He's coming around the corner. That's one. Can he get a second? He can. What a clutch from Farhan. And that's Ageless putting 2 up on the board.
Oh my goodness, that was incredible for Farhan to read that instead of just blindly pushing right up onto the bomb site. And well done to him, keeps his cool in a LAN environment, the first time for him.
Wow, this is not going how we expected, is it, Infian? 2-0. Okay, we can't get ahead of ourselves, but still 2-0 here for Ageless. And the first round, very convincing. And that second one, it was pretty much anyone's game most of the way through.
Yeah, I don't think Nora-Renga, look at the faces, not too worried. You know, they have always been a cool and collected team, still dancing away, smiling, even when they're losing. But Ramu with the 200 IQ 6 pick.
Dr. Doc. That's all you need.
Yeah, well, they're going to try this bomb site yet again. And, well, let's see. What really went wrong was they didn't win their essential gunfights. You saw Shintaz made his way up. Yas also made his way up without any contention. So first the Ash, then the Thatcher, and JJ leading the wrong way. The Evil Eyes were offline. Maestro was very, very powerful with the LMG as well.
The thing that makes Yas so effective on the entry frag is that he just shows no fear. Like, I think entry fraggers need to take more chances than other types of roles. And he just strolls on up, not worried about his flank, finds a frag free, wide peaks on the stairs. Okay, he loses that gunfight, but, it's what an entry fragger needs to be about. Yeah, he lost the gunfight, in the technical sense of the word, but he did waste all of the Doc's stim pistol, so when eventually the Doc got downed, he couldn't bring himself back up, and Fahon was able to clutch it at the very end. That was just, that clutch was just luck though, wasn't it? It was
a bit of a misplay. I mean, you have to capitalize on the mistakes that your enemies do in a clutch situation.
I suppose it's just what Nora wasn't really expecting him to do. They would probably say, all right, he's in a 1v3, he's just going to jump on through the window and, give it a whirl. But in the end, that's how it played on out.
Yeah, too aggressive a bit from Nora Rengo. You can play aggressive, but you got to hit your shots. So standard droning coming in, no contention on piano or on this first floor entirely, it seems, from Nora Rengo. They're playing this a lot more passive than we would expect. Perhaps expecting the admin side push through long desk, bring those ACOGs, 3 of them yet again.
The thing is, right, for Nora Rengo, we're not seeing a Valkyrie, which is an operator that's been a staple for them. It's been so effective, and that was Walker's role.
Yeah, maybe no one else on Nora Rengo has practiced enough. Oh, the frag grenade, that's what I talked about. The ADS getting taken down, and now Yas is going to get one more free kill. Oh, he's going to get contested from 2 sides, actually. I'm unsure why the peak isn't coming in from the bathroom.
Oh, nice
Ramu,
shot.
what a shot. Shintaz goes down, but Yas is still on the stairs. Now he knows.
Yeah, that was beautifully worked there from Ageless. Great synergy to find the frag. Of course, they had one traded on back, but it was the Thatcher who'd already done his job of helping clear yellow stairs.
Yeah, indeed. Now, Papilla is going to be playing the aggro angle, and he is not going to get the shot and lose his life to Fahon. Talking about upside-down repelling players, we have Pengu, one of the famous ones. Looks like Fahon's ready to make a name for himself.
Yeah, Fahon's one of the players that I noticed. Even though he plays the hard breach role, he still has some amazing aim, and, that was on display right there.
Yeah, indeed, and that's similar to what we saw about Ramu with Thermite hard breach in the game that they lost to Cyclops.
Yeah, but Ageless getting ready for their final push now. They're going to have to make their way on into the bomb site. Can JJ, Mary, and Ramu hold it off, though?
2 anchors. Maestro still on the board. Mario coming up on the flank on yellow stairs. Are they going to expect it? Yes, Yas is going to take him down, but Ramu gets a 2K. Fahon and Agent go down, and that's a diffuser in a very precarious spot. JJ takedowns Yas, and Katsang is just pushing Lonesome on the spiral stairs. He has 30 seconds to work with. Is this going to be another 1v2 Clutch Monkey?
Well, I don't know. They both are very aware of where he is and pretty high HP. Ramu is only at 75, of course, but, Katsang's not going to win this round like this. He has to make moves, and here we go. He's going to start pushing on up. Doesn't see the first one, sees the shots, but 5 seconds.
Just push him, and he gets one down. Is he going to? No! Oh, that was so close. That was a bit too passive from Ramu. If he had played this a little bit more aggressive, that could have been over a lot sooner.
Yeah, it looks like the Koreans have come to play. That's 1 clutch and 1 almost clutch coming on out.
Oh, Nora Rengo, same thing we've seen for 3 rounds in a row. Just too passive, not what we expect.
As I said, I think it's that information game that, Walker was so involved in. No, he'd pick up the Clash sometimes, he'd pick up the Valkyrie, but okay, they got Ramu on the pulse now for the Garage Cafeteria bomb site, but Valkyrie is such a good operator on Consulate, and there's no IQ on the side of Ageless. They haven't been bringing it at all.
Yeah, that's a good point. Even if you're not a fantastic Valkyrie player, you are playing on Consulate. It's a very squarish map. 2 Valkyrie cameras on the outside perhaps can cover the entirety of the map where the push is coming from. And look at that, Ramu's gotten 6 kills, but Papilla, JJ, and Ratio on breadsticks so far.
Yeah, Ramu is
Early days.
definitely... Yeah, come on, 3 rounds, 3 rounds. They've got one on the board as well, so it's not like it's all dire here on the side of Nora Rengo. As for Ageless so far, we've seen, you know, there's 3 rounds. Do you still think that the timing is the issue after 3 rounds?
No more. They had that issue, especially against the game against Mantis FPS, now Cloud9. But looks like they have really done their research, and it's very, very important. Perhaps, you know, you come here, you start scrimming with other teams, you get feedback from the other teams, so they surely would have given them some valuable information, especially since almost everyone here has played Nora-Renga before.
I think we might see Ageless have some time issues if Yas can't get his entry frag down properly, because he's been instrumental in gaining ground for Ageless on this map so far. And so if Nora can shut him down on early, I think that's when we might see Ageless start to flounder in the water, so to speak.
That's true, but the kill on Papilla just now on yellow stairs didn't really need Yas right there. They could have got the pickup with the dock, but the frag grenades were still working well, and the hidden drone is going to catch Ramu rotating, and Katsang maybe looking to throw a frag in. The double frag coming in yet again to get rid of the bandit wires. Fahon's going to get the wall open on the right side first, followed up with the left soon.
That's because that's the side that the nades fall down as Yas once again on the entry.
Ramu's down.
Ramu's down, Papilla's down. Yas? Slay? Queen?
Yas is slaying right now, that's right. He's only taken 25 HP worth of damage, and those are 2 big kills, 2 C4s off the board. Only Mario has them left, and JJ, obviously, with his evil eyes. They're going to receive a nerf soon, but so far, they are still the very strong option right now.
Is Yas a contender for the new best APAC player right now? Because he is... Okay, of course, it's only 4 rounds in, or 3.5 really.
Ratio. There we go.
He's going nuts. Katsang will go down, however, as the double flank from Nora.
I think he left the default camera on because the ping came out and there is no Valkyrie on the board. Unless there has been an evil eye placed there, but I would doubt it. Ratial now, he has upstairs control once again. This could be very, very powerful. He has a shotgun to open up the floor and deny any plant opportunities.
Yeah, they're pushing in, even though they don't have top floor control. Fahon's gone for the plant, and Shintaz will find Ratial. That is that flank going down. We're going to see the C4 tossed out, but that's nowhere near. Diffuser planted, 2-on-4 retake.
Oh, there we go. Going for the drone instead of Yas. Yas is going to take down JJ, but Mariu's taking him down. But Ageless, once again, diffuser plant and a very, very successful take onto Consulate. So maybe Nora Rengo's bans on Consulate was because they didn't feel comfortable anymore.
Yeah, well...
At least on defense.
This is one of those maps that we normally say is more defender-sided, isn't it? So this is a great showing here from Ageless so far, and Nora looking a bit flat. As we said, I think it's their information game. You know, when we did see that default camera left up, they were able to go for that flank. Of course, didn't work out in the end. But I still think the big problem that Nora's having right now is Yas.
Yes, they are. I'm sorry, the opportunity was there.
All right.
Ramu going on the vigil, so he's going to try and fight against the information game that Ageless seems to have, and they don't. But it's, you know, it's like an opposition rather than the active information game that you have they've been talking about.
So rather than you gathering information, you just deny your opponent's information. I suppose that's been one of Ageless' strengths. Like, they've been great with information gathering so far.
Yeah, but the problem is Nora-Rengo are losing to very standard strategies. As you said at the very first round, they kept it simple. They're not really bringing anything special with the, you know, the whole Thatcher and everything follow up, the double grenade. It's not particularly insightful or crazy. And Nora-Rengo are just losing those fights. Maybe they've, you know, prepared too much for the extraordinary. Sometimes the ordinary catches you out.
Yeah, that's you know, something that we sometimes see, but it's the old, you know, once A tactic is discovered, people discover B to counter it, so they start preparing for B, but then A becomes relevant again because, you know, you're not ready to counter that just yet. And so
cyclic nature of the meta.
But then we should be able to see Nora-Rengo, you know, steady the ship and, you know, start getting ready for the simple stuff.
Yeah, I think if anything, Nora-Rengo, if you give them the chance to go back to the simple stuff, if they realize that that's all they need to do to win, that should be an easy cleanup. But that's what we were talking about at the start of the match. 4 rounds in, and it's 3-1 Ageless. Again, so quick. Oh, no, the bandit trick.
It's going to come down this time, but Meriu is going to pay for his life there. Kastang took a lot of damage for it, however, and he is stuck in the corner. He's a bit worried about a follow-up peek.
Yeah, but interesting they didn't go for the double grenade this time. That could have got the kill a lot easier.
I think it's because they, you know, they've tried it twice and they felt like it was a waste of utility.
Yeah, that's true.
But this time, Nora decided to go for it. Yes, they've denied one thermite charge at the price of Meriu's life and some damage down on Kastang.
Yeah, perhaps. Let's see whether one wall open only versus two is going to make too much of a difference to Ageless. I don't think it will. They have been looking so strong. Yas, once again, he does the same thing. He pushes in through yellow stairs, goes up, perhaps gets a frag, or he doesn't, and then just holds up here, ready to come back into the action if needed. Droning as the Ash, it's a very nice strategy, and I like that a lot, because if there's nothing for you to entry on, then might as well let the others get in their position.
Papilia's in a tight spot, that's for sure. He might, I don't know if they're aware of him thanks to the mute jammers, but he's pre-fired. Now they're aware, and Kastang, even though he's low HP, takes the shotgun point blank and finishes off Papilia. 5-on-3.
First JJ, and now Papilia going for the drones rather than the player. They get so focused on denying this information game from Ageless, and that's similarly in Ramu's pick from Pulse to Vigil. And now he's just back on site.
Oh, and there we go. That's one of... Oh, Ramu playing nice and aggressive to find Agent. Oh, but Kastang will trade him on back. 4-on-2 with 40 seconds. Ageless looking good for another round, but Racial will find Farhon. Kastang's also been downed, or he's on a sliver of HP. So this looks recoverable here for Nora.
Yeah, definitely JJ's holding a tight angle, but Shintaz has taken down Racial. It's just up to JJ, and Shintaz is low on HP, but Yas is going to be going for the plant. Full health Ash, that makes sense. And JJ doesn't know, so he's not on the evil eyes, or they have been destroyed. And successful plant goes down, and Yas doesn't look to be retreating so far, but the flashbang is perfect. JJ is blinded, and Yas is just going to sit down there near the white WAN and just hold the angle, and JJ doesn't know where to look.
Yeah, 1-on-3 retake. This is not looking likely. There's the first one, however. Remember, Kastang is low, but Yas is still 100 HP. Half the time going down. He's going to get a small little stat pad right there, of course, but I think this fight's going to be the hard one. On to Yas, and he misses. Yas to finish it off, and that's Ageless going 4-1 up right now.
Yas Queen.
Play.
he's on fire right now, and I cannot believe it. It's so great to see that, you know, Ageless as the underdogs, maybe the David Earth's Goliath story. Goliath probably losing again?
Oh, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Well, it was what Mikalate was saying yesterday as well. Yas was a pro in
PUBG.
Yeah, PUBG. So, you know, he's got some experience here, and he's letting it show. He's not letting the pressure get to him. In fact, maybe he's thriving off it.
Yeah, some players really like the LAN environment a lot more, getting their backs to the wall. And once you have that, as you said, nothing to lose, no fear. That's exactly what he's playing like right now. And Roy was saying, Mikalate, you know, Roy was saying that they were a bit scared before this matchup, but it looks like only he was scared and didn't let that come through to his players. Look at that, Yas with 9, 5 apiece for Farhon and Katsang. And
Ramu's second highest fraggers though, 7. It's not far behind Yas. It just seems that Yas is having a lot more impact than the kills that Ramu's getting.
Well, Meriu a bit quiet so far, but his favorite operator is also the Ash. So let's see whether on attack the story changes. Nora-Rengo can't win this split anymore or even draw it. They, at best, will get a 4-2 loss here. But that's not the map, and we have seen bigger comebacks happen.
Oh yeah, of course. It's always a completely different story on the other half. Well, for the most part.
That's interesting. You don't usually see that wall reinforced because you want to contest it usually.
I think, well, they've got Racial there, right? Smoke, he's got a shotgun. He can open it up last second if he wants. But they're realizing that the yellow stairs take that Ageless is doing is too hard for them to counter.
Yeah, indeed. And let's see if Ageless, you said the double grenade, they fell off it because it worked twice and they're like, okay, let's try something new. Are they going to be trying the admin side push this time? It doesn't look like it at all. So Ageless still content with the west side push. Katsang's got the wall open upstairs. Papilia is still, Racial is still holed up. And are they going to prep? Oh, I think
if they cook a nade, he's dead.
Is he still
Oh, he's
dead?
downed.
Oh, there we go. He is.
Beautiful nade.
Yeah, there we go. And the Dark Revive coming in just at the right time. But, oh, he peeks into Katsang. And Katsang only needs one grenade to do the job. Getting onto the nerves of Nora Rengo, it seems they are really peeking weirdly.
And it really looks like their Jaeger's not doing too much of a good job. They're letting so much utility get through here from Ageless.
It's very curious. And Ageless are not taking that for granted. You saw that Fahon did test the ADS presence by sending in 2 flashbangs, and he did blind Ratio, so he didn't know the frag grenade was coming in. It's very good, that quick follow-up. And Fahon, once again, we're just talking about him. What a shot onto Mario. He's been great on that window. Oh, that was so close! Almost getting the kill right there onto the Dukavi, but Agent is going to survive right there. And 2 ACOGs holding these long angles, or rather 3 ACOGs. That's all that is left on the defense.
Oh, and Ramu, oh, the minute he peeks, the minute that pixel changes color, Fahon's got his number. So 5-on-2 in the final round of the half with 50 seconds to go. 5-on-1, JJ,
flawless.
my man, what can you do here?
Flawless.
Nothing. Yas, he's going to finish it off again. And, you know, I think we might have a few Korean fans in the crowd suddenly.
5-1 up, Monkey.
Against Nora Rengo.
You know, when we were doing the rehearsals yesterday, we kind of joked. 7-0 to Ageless. Maybe not quite, it's not 7-0, but getting close.
It's hella impressive.
That is for sure. I'm really at a loss for words. These guys are so well prepared, and Nora-Renga not looking worried at all. You can see Papilia, he's still got the smile on his face. Ratio not that loud as he was pre-match.
Maybe they need some, you know, some little face dancing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Kizoku's just, you know, arms folded right there. But I'm not sure if they're going to be going for a tactical timeout just about now as they switch on to defense. Because if they lose one more round, that is match point for Ageless.
That being said, it is the switch, of course. It's a completely different ball game from now on. You know, Ageless are the ones who are going to have to respond to Nora, I suppose, and make the decisions. And Nora-Renga can really start to dictate the pace. But as we said, Consulate normally pretty defender-sided.
That's true, and this is Ageless's pick as well. So Nora-Renga, maybe they're confident enough. They picked Coastline, and then they're going up onto Border at the end, if we get there. So maybe they're like, all right, we can lose this. It's not really that big of a deal, because we know we can do it on Coastline and Border. But that's a dangerous mentality to have.
Since you're the stats man, how often have Ageless played Consulate?
Consulate play is 4 times so far in the season, including the 6th Challenge Korea for Ageless. So it's not their favorite map. In fact, Coastline is their favorite map 6 times this season.
What's their win rate on Consulate?
Consulate's win rate not too good. They did play Mantis on it once, so it's been decent. And then I'm not sure if they lost to Potato in the 6th Challenge Korea on this map, but it did lose that game to Potato. So let's see what we have here.
I suppose let's focus back on the game.
Papilia.
Hello. Papilia finds Agent, and he's also hunting the one downstairs. Beautiful headshot there. And just like that, Nora-Renga have taken this match by the scruff of the neck and said, oi, we're going to start putting up some numbers.
There we go. And it's very similar, that very fast and aggressive Nora-Renga that we know that Ageless was showing right now previously with Yas. Papilia has taken that role. Similar guns, you know, the R4C and the C7E. So Yas is on the Valkyrie. So these guys are bringing the information game. They want as much info as they want. But Jackal also, great information game right there. You saw the pings coming out.
Yeah, great utility usage. But, oh, there's another mute jammer. Ramu's going to have to send out another EMP.
Katsang, he is holding firm. He has a mute jammer defending him from the back. Ratio's brought the thermite, so it's going to be risky to get that wall open either way from long desk. That's why they banned the Hibana, it seems. They want this wall behind them to stay close so they can play behind the desk very easily. And
yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Oh, and Kat saying he's going to be discovered, and, you know, I think he might find cover a bit hard to come by in just a moment.
You can't play the bomb, try and hide behind it, but going to be interesting to see. He's going to try and deny. Oh, there we go,
yeah,
Katsang.
That's what I was worried about, the window. But Yas will find Papilia. You know, if anyone can win this round from this point for Ageless, it is Yas.
But Fahon's going to go down as well, and Mario coming up the yellow stairs is all up to that lone Valkyrie inside of Connector, and Ratio's going to clean him up. Fist bumps coming out from Nora Rengo. A second round for them. The claps ring out in the studio.
And a very convincing round as well, wasn't it? That is the Nora Rengo we were expecting to see coming into this, and you know, one round on attack, and they're there to make a statement.
Yeah, near flawless from Nora Rengo, and this is really what we expected, as you said. Nora Rengo not counting the chickens for the comeback just yet, looking pretty serious so far. JJ looking fine on the side. So if you actually notice the positioning that we talked about earlier, Walker, you know, used to be sitting where I believe it is.
Mario.
Yeah, Mario sitting. So Mario used to be on the edge. JJ has taken the edge position now, and Ratio's in the center. So, Ageless, you think they're going to be learning from that in terms of the defense? They played decently
I think,
spread out.
You know, as soon as it was a 5-on-2 with, you know, 2 minutes on the clock. Sorry, 5-on-3 with 2 minutes on the clock. It's pretty much round over from there, right? Like, it's Nora's to lose at that point.
True, and the information was all there, despite the attempted denial with the mute jammers. So that was good use of the Thatcher grenade to take down the mute jammers and get the information that they needed. And Katsang not really doing himself any favors, going in the exposed position instead of the safer position behind the bomb, where you can hide. It's very hard to get that sliver, but it's possible. Regardless, we're moving on to round number 8, 5-2 up, Ageless. And if you're just tuning in right now, well, you have missed one hell of a show.
Yeah, of course, most people will do a double take at the score, thinking it would be the other way around.
Is the graphic flipped around? No, it's not. So Fahon on the Maestro. Maestro, very, very strong operator right now with those Evil Eyes, LMG that can hold long desk with the ACOG. Agent's playing on the stairs here. He has a mute jammer and an ADS to accompany him. And he's a 3-speed with a very good ability to run away. Mario's on the sledge. And they have 2 more frag grenades in JJ.
Katsang's pre-fire there, right onto the window. That man knows. Then I think we got Racial at range, don't we? Just ready to hold on anyone jumping out onto the back there.
So Nora Rengo going for the more standard east side push through admin, and the first ping is going to come out from the Jackal. That's going to be Agent caught out, and he needs to try and return to site because Nora Rengo are very, very good at sweeping in and taking you down if you're on your lonesome.
Yeah, and it looks like he might get caught by the nade. No, Mario's going to stop cooking that one. Is the ADS still up is the question?
Probably, yeah.
Yes.
Oof. No, I mean, Ramu, what are you doing? You need to be going up there together, working in concert with either the Buck or the Sledge.
It looks like they're split about how they want to push it. Oh, they got some on the west-hand side of the map, some on the east.
Walker was their IGL. He was the captain, their IGL. Maybe they need that strong hand. Once again, someone needs to take charge in Nora Rengo and say, we are doing this. And no matter what happens, we're going to put all our resources into it. If we lose, re-evaluate at the end of the round.
Yeah, it looks like they have decided for an admin side push. It's where the players are starting to gather on up, and you know that's where they pushed last time. It was very effective. But Agent, he's got to find Ratio. Where was that? Peek from outside, perhaps?
Oh, he needs to be careful, the Valkyrie right now.
Oh, I think he's seen him.
Oh, he's going to go down. Very smart move from Yas right now. But if he pops back up, his head is right going to be where Mario is aiming. And Yas goes back on the cam. Oh, so close. Katsang, though. He's going to collect Ramu. And it's going to be very interesting to see whether Yas is going to be holding this on his own. There is no presence here, but there might be a C4. JJ is going to be planting the diffuser. And C4 comes up. There we go, Katsang. But Yas has been taken down upstairs. There's one more C4 available. That is Shinta's, and the ping is coming out, and he's going to get down by the shotgun. Katanga Papilia collects 2. It's a 1v2. He can't plant because he knows that there's a pulse, that there's a C4. If he goes for the plant, he dies.
Yeah, both players are below, however, and he can collect this diffuser, but the pings are just coming on out. He's going to try and head into the other bomb site, but Katsang from below is going to be the one to put Ageless onto match point.
This is incredible stuff from
he had
Ageless.
that locked down, didn't he?
Yeah, he knew exactly what Papilia wanted to do. It doesn't matter if you're collecting all the kills on site. When we have the info game, we have the shotgun, and we have complete number on what you want to do.
It's just it highlights how much the right map control can really change around a Rainbow Six there. Like Papilia goes beast mode on site, but it doesn't matter because they haven't cleared out the spot where they can be vulnerable for when going for the plant.
Yeah, and it's a late rotation as well that came out from Ageless, so they played it smart. They knew that if they whittled down the numbers of Nora Rengo, they're not going to be able to commit a man keeping us off the first floor.
Yeah, and we do have a tactical pause here for Nora Rengo. A bit late, would you assume there, Shakar?
Yeah, I would expected it to come a bit earlier because, as I said, you lose one round when going on your attack, and that's it. You're up against the wall, really. One more mistake that Ageless has shown to be able to capitalize on, and you are on your way to map number 2.
I suppose one thing I want to highlight as well is that, you know, it was, what was it, around that Ageless didn't lose 2 players in the very first minute of, so, you know, they were in a much better position. Look at them right now. They look very happy and very ready to go. Indeed,
you are. They're all smiles, and we talked about, you know, if you read the CGG interview with Mikelate, he did mention that they were a bit nervous, the players, going up on their first LAN, first kind of event with the spectators, but it doesn't really matter right now because I think Mikelate has done his homework. We talked about it yesterday, we talked about today, and we talked about it earlier with Jordan. That is Elfish. Shintaz going from UMP45 to UMP45, but going with the extra information. Going to be very interesting to see whether their attempt at bringing the pulse on the basement defense is going to be different from Nora-Renga.
Yeah, they've got 3 info gathering ops is what I was going to go for. But yeah, 3 C4s too. And then, you know, they got 2 denials, 1 for players and 1 for electronics.
Yeah, that's an interesting, interesting shield placement, and it's a good shield placement because once you push in, and if you're trying to bandit trick, that I believe Yas probably will, you push in from the yellow stairs, you don't have the immediate clear shot. So Yas may be able to do what Mario did, but still get away with his life.
Yeah, he's going to try and bandit trick this wall here. But
he even has a bandit on the deployable shield.
Yeah, it's so risky.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it, and I don't see an ADS. No, there is no ADS because there is no Jaeger.
You know, I think if you're going to be trying to bandit trick it, you need someone at the top of yellow stairs looking through like the angle from the railing.
Agent? He has the ACOG.
Yeah, no, but like you don't even need an ACOG for it. Just something that can make sure you can't push into that yellow stairs. Maybe you just put a cap can on the door. That'd just deny him for a bit at least.
Yeah, and cap can really mess with your flow if you especially get downed or die to the cap can. You're like, oh my god, not. I'm a pro player. I shouldn't be doing that. And many a team have been tilted after an unfortunate Capcan incident. Mario's gotten control with Papilia off the second floor, no contention whatsoever from Ageless. They are almost all holed up on site, 3 of them at least, and the rest of them spread out on the first floor, I would have to assume. Nope.
Playing turtle strat for the most part.
Very interesting.
And, you know, playing turtle just really, like, negates part of that pick into the jackal there. Like, you can scan as much as you want, mate, but I'm just going to go sit in a spot where, you know, you can't punish me for it.
Correct. And Nora-Renga, they played the aggro game. The first 2 picks that they got on the first attack round, that's what gave them the entry. But if you're not going to play aggressive, you're not going to be able to give them those peaks and not going to give them those picks. So right now, Nora-Renga, without that man advantage, they may struggle just a bit. Half the time has been used up. It's still good time being made by Nora-Renga in the sense that they don't really have much to worry about except the late flank.
Yeah, looks like they're taking a slow, methodical stranglehold kind of strategy here.
Not sure that's the best option for Nora-Renga. So.
I suppose, you know, it's a turtle, but, like, you know, they have to discover it's a turtle first on up and then get into position to start pushing it. But are we going to see this bandit trick coming out effectively?
Nowhere near. C4 goes out, hits the table, but nothing more. Rachel's going to get the wall open very easily. Yas was not expecting the wall to be open that late, and that's the problem with bandit tricking. If you're going to delay it, you can't put your bandit all the time on that wall.
Well, you know, Yas might not be delaying the thermite, but he has delayed Mario's impact in this round as Ramu will trade back Shintaz.
Ramu takes down one more. Farhan goes down, and they have piano control. The Buck should be opening it up soon, but it's only 30 seconds.
Yeah, there we hear that shotgun going as Ramu looks like he's going to make his way in through the back. Papilia will shut down Yas there, however. So it's looking great for Nora-Renga to continue on in this map.
Katsang, what a shot onto Ramu. The plant is going down. The smoke babe is going to go out, but probably not going to deny it. Papilia is taken down by Agent, and There we go. Successful plant, and Agent just about misses the head. Not too low.
They are booking it. They're just going to play at range here. But, yeah, JJ does have just the holo.
Oh, he might. No, Agent not peeking it just yet. He is going to go for the run out. He's going to get detected, not expecting JJ to be where he is. And unfortunately, Katsang's not going to be able to win this. JJ collects 2 at the end. Very nice round from Nora Rengo.
Yeah, as we said, it was that slow stranglehold onto a turtle, and then they execute. Things start looking a bit shaky, but they managed to pull it off in the end. If that smoke was just slightly different placed, completely different round, and Katsang's practically won it.
Yeah, especially since it was a bit too high, so during the low plant area, it didn't quite connect. Even if it had taken him down very low, it would have put the defenders in much better spot to retake. Chintas onto Doc now.
Yeah, back to Garage again. So I suppose...
No, man, I think that's a 6th pick.
What we've seen so far, right, is we've seen Nora win the first round, then Ageless attempt it and succeed. So if we follow that trend, this map's ending here, yeah.
7-4, maybe the end. It is 6-4. They only need 2 more.
6-3?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, there you're right. Well, 6-3. So it could be 3 more rounds in a row for Nora Rengo, but they have to chain them up. And slowly but surely, the rest of Nora Rengo are waking up.
Looks like Yas has been reined in again in a bit. He still is top fragging, but Katsang is right behind him there. 12 and 11 between those 2 players.
Well, we're going to have to see whether anything comes out of this second floor hold that they're going to be doing. They are going for the more different approach, the spread out approach that got them punished when they were defending Garage the first time.
Or are they just still setting up? We'll have to wait until it actually...
jammers on top. Maybe it's just decoy.
Yeah, they could do that. Just waste even more time if they want. We'll have to see where the final players decide to set on up.
Very interesting. If they go for the decoy strategy, I like that because Nora Rengo, they still took 1.5 minutes to clear everything out, first floor and second floor, and that's when they had perfect info.
Looks like they're much swifter and planning on opening this one up. Mariu's tossed that Thatcher nade right on in. They do have Yas there this time for the bandit trick, and they're aware of it. And so I think they're going to change their mind on maybe not doing it early on. They're going to perhaps try it later.
Yeah, especially once JJ gets up on the piano, and the moment the defenders know that there's a buck in piano, you can't viably bandit trick anymore.
Unless you're a mad lad.
Well, I think Hysterics from Wolf has tried it a few times. He does those weird plays sometimes. But anyways, back to this game. Nora Rengo ageless. And second floor, absolutely no contention. The hatch has been opened up. There are mute jammers and everything. So Nora Rengo are going to swing in. And perhaps they're going to be wasting some more time. But that's going to waste a lot of time. No piano opening, except unless Papilia uses his sidearm shotgun.
And that's the buck as well. And so they're going to have to start using these breach charges and whatever else they've got in their pockets.
Yeah, Mariu still can put a lot of upstairs pressure, and that's a very nice hold.
I like that one,
yeah. Papilia has made to prevent any pushes, but he can't hold that forever unless they have a clear man advantage. He might be needed for the final push because they are down a man already. Ash charge is going to be used to open up piano as well, so that's a lot of utility being used, but fair enough. Piano is the one place where you really should be dumping all your explosive utility.
And yeah, now here comes the thermites from Racial, so I suppose Nora-Renga, they play it fairly smartly. Like, all right, we can see if we can open up early. No, well then let's take some more map control and make sure we can do it reliably.
Yeah, indeed, not doing the same thing as Ageless does just because it was successful for another team. And they've gotten both walls open, sending one drone out. Ramu is here on the exit stairs, looking in, rotating between both ends, and the default spot where Ageless planted on the final attack round. Very turtle strat again from Ageless. They have the man advantage. If they need to trade things out, they will get it. Shintas has spotted out this Jackal, I believe, holding that angle. And Rachel's going for the diffuser plant. And no contention. They do not know. Oh, the C4 misses. And successful plant. And it's going to be very hard, even though they have the man advantage. They have only one ACOG on the board. Attacker's going to hold the long angles. Papilla's going to take down Shintas, despite Shintas knowing he was there. And looks like Nora Rengo is getting the comeback train well underway. It's
one of those impossible retakes. It's going to be have to take a miracle ratio with the pre-fighter headshot. Yas And yeah, I think this round is closing shut from here unless something happens.
He's going to go out and then come back, expecting Meru and Papilia. Is anyone going to catch him out? And oh my goodness, Katsang and Agent, they're going to get 2, but the time has run out, and Papilia is going to take down 1, and Diffuse is going down, but there is no time. And unfortunately for him, Papilia is cleaning everyone up. Last defender outside.
How close was that at the end there? I'm not quite sure if it was as open and shut as what I was thinking. That was very close, and Papilia keeps the Nora-Rengo boys in this one.
I think if they could have been a bit more comfortable if Papilia, even though he did clean up at the end, if he was just outside, you know, holding the long angle, perhaps would have been easier to trade that Maestro and what have you not out.
I just think it was pretty weird that like they knew the Jackal was in the back behind them, and yet it seems like it completely slipped their mind, didn't it?
Well, maybe he just lost the gunfight. We didn't quite see it. Shintas scanned him. Yeah. Maybe just missed his pre-fire. A bit of sometimes you only pre-fire at one spot, you realize that they have shifted just like 2 millimeters to your left, and the headshot misses, so you do damage, but they are ready for you. Just unfortunate. Sometimes it's just about timing. So Nora Rengo looking very strong once again, as we expected. 6-4, 2 more rounds, and we were pushing this to overtime. Even overtime was not something we would have expected.
Yeah, you know, I suppose Nora will be, you know, in one aspect, happy they don't have Walker on this map because he's not in a position to team kill and kill himself with a frag grenade. Oh
yeah, referring to the 6 Masters when they were playing the grand finals against Fnatic, if you guys were wondering. Rappelling up on the admin windows, he took down 2, including himself.
Nades on this map, though, you know, if we're speaking about history, at least they're not using them to take out cameras.
Yeah. I remember that one very well, getting a bit frustrated. And actually, Nade team kills. BC got 1 in the Invitational, I think, or one of the, maybe Paris Major, pushing down yellow stairs. So, not a good history of Nade here, but let's see what Nora-Rengo has to offer. They only have 2 this time. Ramu's gone on the 3-speed IQ, looking for those Valkyrie cameras. Yeah, they must have decided that the Valkyrie cameras have been giving Ageless that little bit of an edge. Interesting push coming out from Nora-Rengo. They're coming in from the garage and doing a bottom to top clear, it seems. And it's good because you get that control, you cut off those rotation points, you force Ageless into that turtle, and then you get information where exactly they are, and boom, bada boom, you get your execute done. Boom, bada boom. Yeah, that's right. Oh, Mario's just made his way up exit or yellow stairs. This could be some pretty free kills if they're not aware. The gun. Oh, Farhan has seen Raishu's gun and is going to find him as well, but is he aware of Mario's position? Oh, Mario's just missed him, and he's going to escape with his life. Indeed. Now, Ageless looking good. They haven't been dealing with the drones as well as perhaps they should have been, but they have the Valkyrie cameras. Counter info game is coming strong. Papilla's going to toss out a smoke. There might be an ADS. There's a Jaeger. But no, the smoke is going to detonate just fine. Oh, so close. Almost smacks the booty right there. Mario. Papilla has gone in and is actually going for the diffuser plant. There is no contention at all. And the Valkyrie is going to get taken down, but Mario traded out. C4 misses, surprisingly. And I think that was Ramu. There we go. Shintas takes him down. It's a 3v2. The defenders have the man advantage. They can still make this work if they do that rank strategy of just leaping out of the window and trading out the kills. Yeah, but those nades on the plant are going to make it very difficult for the attackers. But oh, they're not quite aware, but he's missed. Bars. Oh, that was unfortunate as Farhan. He's just going to have to run on in there. Not much time left. I don't think he can even jump out at this point. He's going to have to just try and stick the disable. And Papilia from the stairs is going to take him on down. And Nora Rengo, they have fought back massively and are on the precipice of overtime. That was really timing. If he had actually pushed up a bit more aggressively and gone for Papilia first, I don't think JG would have had time to react anyway. It's just that because of the bars, he missed his shot, and he came out at the right timing just when Papilia looked away. It's just an unfortunate moment where you miss your shots. Like, we've all been in a similar position before, I'm sure. Maybe some more than others. There we go. Expected tactical pause. Yeah, well, this is the I don't know, the teeter-totter position here. Like, it's,
you know, Ageless have an opportunity to take it out. And, you know, if they lose this next round, they might not have a chance again, whether it be on match point.
Yeah, Ageless maybe letting the pressure get to them, getting ahead on themselves, like, all right, let's win this, let's get this final round. The moment you get that thing in your head, you know, final round, and then you start getting ahead of yourselves, and it happens to many teams, not just because Ageless is a bit inexperienced as a whole on LAN. More experienced teams have made that mistake.
So if you're Mikolate right now, what are you saying to your players?
Well, boys, just focus on what you have been doing so fine so far. You had that one defensive win. That was a pretty strong win. They're going to be able to go back to the bomb site. They haven't been able to win any defense since then. So just remember what you guys did. Play your simple game that we talked about that was being successful. Don't turtle up so much.
I think one of the issues that Ageless are having is that Nora-Renga are getting so many plants down when...
No information.
Yeah, they're getting plants down where it's still like a 5-on-4 or a 4-on-4 and whatnot.
Yeah, and that's weird because, as you said, they have the info operators. They have the Pulse, they have the Maestro, they have the Valkyrie. 3 info operators, 3 C4s. Still not effective. Papilia missed. He just avoided that C4 entirely just now, even in the post-plant.
That was 2 very similar storylines on the kill feed, scoreboard right there.
Yeah.
It was 3 players on Ageless standing out in front with 2 behind, and Nora-Renga a bit of the opposite, 2 players standing out and 3 bringing up the rear. But you know, it's still a 6-5 match at this point.
Last round in regulation time. Ageless setting up almost identical to what they did before. Agent's probably playing that yellow stairs with the mute jammer, and Fahon's looking to give some assistance. That's going to be a good angle if he is able to make that work, but no, he's just going to put 2 shots in and scurry out of there.
Well, you know what I just need to point out real quick? We've only seen these 2 bomb sites on this map.
Yeah. We haven't seen first floor. We haven't seen the 4th bomb site that was added to Consulate afterwards. Maybe if Ageless had gone for the 4th bomb site, could have thrown Nora-Renga off.
Well, we'll see how it plays out from this point, as they are going to, of course, take below as per usual and then work their way up.
So, not much contention coming out from Ageless, except this time they seem to have 1 member below. Papilia's on the Jackal still, so they're going to know if he's out there very, very soon. And in the first round, when they were defending, that's what happened. Papilia saw Jackal pinks, and then he went in, got 2 very important frags, drove a wedge through the defense.
Can't really rely on that as a strategy, though. That's just going to take out that Evil Eye that we saw placed right in the corner. And it doesn't look like they're concerned about those people that are below.
Valkyrie camera still up, though. The IQ spotted it out very early. They're not going to be able to get it easily unless they try, you know, throw a Thatcher grenade up there.
Are they ready for the Shintas and Yas flank?
Oh, we're going to have to see. The drone placement that we saw in the previous few rounds was pretty solid. Agent's going to be joining them as well. There's a 3-man flank, only 2 on the defense. And oh, there we go. First one goes to Agent, and Ratio gets taken down.
Agent just looks away last second. I think he actually might be able to sneak on past. Mariu's in a great position as Papilia will find the one in the closet, but we got the C4s below.
Oh, no, it's a pre-place.
Ready to go.
JJ takes down Papilia as he was getting the plant down. Raul's going to take 2, and Mariu cleans it up, and it's overtime. Just like that, we didn't even get a chance.
I had no idea what was happening. Yeah. I was trying to wrap my head around it, and then suddenly the kill feed just explodes, and we do have Nora-Rengo fighting their way back to overtime. That's their own 5-1 half.
Indeed, and looks like the drone placement really gave them the information that they needed. They realized, all right, these guys have a pulse. They have 2 T4s down below. Forget the plant. They're not watching their flank because they're worried about the C4 and the plant. Let's just go in and kill everyone.
Well, the fact that they had 3 players down below, they should have had at least someone ready for any kind of flank. Like
Agent.
If you're on defense and you're in that position, like you probably should not be losing that round. Like you got 3 people below, C4s, pulse scanner. They have to go for the plant. That's your time to shine. Like you're in the checkmate position almost.
Hello there, JJ. Yeah, I think Agent was that man for the job, but he was so low on HP after his fight with Ratio.
Yeah.
And then he lost the gunfight. to Ramu, and suddenly the two C4 players, who one was getting a C4 prep, one had a scanner out, they're like, oh no, we are vulnerable. By the time they turn, Ramu's done his thing.
There was a team kill in and amongst that as well.
I was wondering how the plant got stopped. I was like, hold up, the C4 was pre-placed, it didn't detonate, and the plant just disappeared? Yeah, but JJ, you know, sometimes if you get the kill, but you team kill, it's fine.
Yeah, if you win the round and you get a team kill, it's fine. Just don't want to get banned.
Yeah, but Ageless getting defense here, and that might lose them the map.
Yeah, they were much better on attack, weren't they? And, you know, they're going back to this top floor where they just haven't really had much success.
They had a success on the top floor, actually, after losing basement, and then...
Oh, no, it was a success on basement after adapting.
Sorry, yeah, correct, that's true. The roam was the flaw on that defense. So far here, they have tried a couple of things, but again, the simplicity maybe this time playing against them.
I think why it's so attacker favored at this point is because both these teams are so good at gathering information, and the players get stuck in little corners because this is, you know, relatively small map. Like, you know, I suppose it's, you know, decent size compared to something like House and whatnot, but still there's, you know, not many places where a defender can be that's completely safe. Yeah,
you're definitely right. Still, it's not terrible.
I suppose claustrophobic is probably the right word.
True. But one thing that Ageless hasn't been doing that the Korean counterparts Cloud9 do is they give that pressure on the same spot but from different angles here and there. So they'll peek, suppose, onto long desk from Spiral, and then they'll just pop a few bullets, give their that hey, I'm here, and then they're going to go to Visa stairs and then peek from there and what have you not.
It's like a fake crossfire almost.
Yeah, exactly. Which they haven't been able to do. They kind of showed flashes of it.
Oof.
But Maryu doesn't need the Ash to get the frag. One of the strongest fraggers in Nora-Renga for sure.
Yeah, that's a nice little thatch grenade placement as well, the EMP. Just on top of those bins, make sure you can get any of the ADSs just above you. It looks like they've just got complete control here of exit stairs.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Oh, well, there we go. I think Yas has revealed his position. They must know surely. And Jackal Ping, there we go. He's getting Jackal Ping. There's probably a drone hidden in the bushes right there or somewhere else. And there is one right at the front door. Ooh. Yas exposing his back.
Your back feels itchy, doesn't it, when you're
Yeah, you're like, oh my god, please don't. You don't want to really be turning your back. It's like even a normal spot. Don't turn your back to the ball. Don't turn your back to where you know the attackers might be pushing in from. Nora-Rengo's going to exit, and that's a good smoke grenade.
Yeah, they're going to have to rappel in through here, and if they just toss out most of their smoke grenades, there'll be about 15 seconds on the clock by the time they run out. But yeah, see you later, Katsang.
Yeah, indeed. One last scan available. Oh, Shintaz might be going for the front door run out, and he might collect one. I believe that's JJ, but Fahun's going to get taken down. Evil Eyes off the board. No run out from Shintaz. He has to get this kill and then come back to site. There we go. He gets one. He needs to juice himself up if he's possible, but it's only 10 seconds. The plant is going down. Where are you, Yas? And Shintaz trying to come back. He can't do anything. Puts Yas in a 1v4. And Nora-Rengo flexing their muscles. Gonna lose one member, but it's probably gonna be a very impactless frag. There's crossfires everywhere. Oh, the cross not punished. One by one, Nora-Rengo is peeking this. Yas still has a chance to make this happen. But is it going to be possible? Almost half the timer ticked down already.
He's got to have to move. He can't sit back and take it on easy. See, yeah, half the timer. Yep, smoke's delaying. This is looking very unlikely. He'll have to pull off something nutty. How's that for awareness, though? Puts it into a 1-on-2, but with a quarter of the time left, Papilia can finish him off. And that's Nora Rengo. What's that, 5 rounds in a row?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right.
The thing is, right, is that if this comes down to Ageless winning the next round and then Nora winning the final one, right, as we've seen kind of like, you know, the patterns we've seen here, it's kind of like it's a sad ending, isn't it? Like it was won by who won the toss on the overtime. Yeah,
that's, I think, it's just the way the game works. There's not really much you can do about it. I mean, you have infinite overtime, as we saw in the 6th Invitational Grand Final on the first map. But it's not always viable in all contexts. So, and even then, even in infinite overtime, sometimes is the coin flip is really what wins you. Let's see. Ageless, Yas probably going to be going back on the Ash.
It's been 7 rounds since they've had an attack, and there we go.
12-10.
Yeah, Nora Rengo catching up on the frags there, but yeah, attack is where Yas really shined on that Ash. So yeah, he's probably gonna put up a few numbers here, but we judging by what we've seen previously, Ageless are gonna win this round. But then you look follow the patterns into the next one. It's not looking great for the Korean underdogs.
Papilli on the Rook, and JJ on the Maestro. So they're not bringing the third ACOG like they were initially. I think they've decided that that was a bit excessive and wasn't giving them the results that they wanted. Instead, they've put Mary on the Jaeger. Ramu's continuing on the Pulse on this upstairs defense. Usually he's only the Pulse on the basement. I'm not too sure what to expect, but Nora Rengo have made changes. I think this might be a lockout. Yeah,
it looks like Nora may have stopped that underdog story.
Still prepping though. That's very risky.
They're just getting the placement just right. It's like baking a cake.
That's true, but I think we talked about this earlier. If they went for the smash and grab that Ageless, that could have been a big blow.
The smash and grab, I love that.
Yeah, indeed. Smash and grab. Oh,
that's behind a Rio, so it's not as worrying there. But Farhan's at least going to gather this info with the drone.
No free kill onto Racial this time. Drones coming in once again for Ageless, and they've brought good information game. I like that from Ageless. They have shown a lot of promise no matter what happens on this round and the next. Whatever happens in this game, really.
Yeah, Ageless have just been given exit stairs or yellow stairs, whichever we want to call it, for free.
Yep, but at the same time, last time they were given it for free and Nora Rengo lost a man. But yeah, that's so close. Racial 50 HP right now. 1 frag grenade. But Racial's going to take down Farhan. That is the Zofia of the board. So I think only the thermite works for him on the window.
Yeah, no, we're going to see the...
Oh, that's a good smoke.
Beautiful smoke grenade's going to push Yas up the stairs. However, minute 15 to go. Where do they go from here, Ageless?
Oh, that should have been a kill, but Racial's only going to get taken down to 25. Yas not hitting his shots as he was initially. And Farhan also not hitting his shots, but Racial might be going for the jump out. No, he's just going to go back off at the right moment, throw out one more smoke. And Ramu going for the jump out. No one on the bathroom window, but oh, Shintaz is not expecting that at all. That's a Thatcher off the board. It's a 3v5. Yas needs to come up big, but he can't. And Nora Rengo have the number. It looks like 2v5. Very, very unlikely, but Katsang is still up and running and pushing down. It's going to be 2.
Nora Rengo are just getting aggressive for these kills here. Now they're going to push on out on him in time. Katsang prepping the nade. I think he was aware of that position thanks to a drone, but they've all been forced on back.
Smoke's going to come out. 25 seconds left to go. There's not much that Ageless can do, and Katsang feeling a bit helpless for sure at this point. This is what he looked like in the very first round that they lost. On his lonesome on the spiral stairs. This time he has Agent, but it's not really going to be that much help. Agent's going to swing in, and he's actually going to get one, but he's going to get cut down immediately by JJ.
5 seconds. And no chance.
JJ looking very good, and there we have it. Nora Rengo, after a huge scare, are going to take home map number 1. That was Ageless's pick.
6-2 was the score, and then Nora Rengo strings 6 rounds in a row to win at 8-6. That is... a bit cutting for Ageless.
Very solid comeback in the end there for Nora Rengo. I was kind of sitting in the crowd getting prepared for, what Ageless memes I was going to say on the broadcast. I was thinking about Yas Queen, the cat saying spam, that kind of stuff. But in the end, it doesn't matter. Map1 goes the way of Nora Rengo as we expected, but the fashion in which it came about was certainly a little bit surprising. Now, I was sitting with Raven and Dev for a little bit there, and they were saying on that first half, Aegis was actually looking fantastic. It wasn't like they were just coming into this one, taking those aim battles and winning them. There was some very real strategic structure to their first half. But that kind of seemed to go missing a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, well, defense, completely different game there. And, it allowed Nora Rengo to dictate the pace. And, they're just so important, especially on the claustrophobic map that Consulate is.
Yeah, indeed. And one worry I do have that you talked about, they did all that preparation. Are they all out of ideas. This was their map pick. Is their tank empty? That happens sometimes. You see these underdog teams come in and they give everything that they have got on the first map and they suddenly just fall apart on the next two. We saw that with Empire against G2. They gave them such a great contest and then...
Yeah, I don't know. We just have to let the story write itself, I suppose. I suppose we also saw a lot of great individual plays early on from Ageless as well.
Yeah, Yas was... I mean, Yas Queen. I'm sure ESL Rainbow Six has tweeted that out.
Probably.
Probably by now it's come out as a tweet, but look at that. This was when the comeback train started for Nora Rengo. They won 5 in a row.
Yeah, like not only the fact that you talk about this being their map and have they sort of used up all the preparation that they came into this with, but there's also the factor of the momentum, right? And I always think, right, if you're the underdog team coming into a matchup like this against, by the way, Nora Rengo being the previous winners of the APAC Pro League, you need to take advantage of a lead like that. If you're up 6-2, you need to finish that game out if you have any chance of winning the best of 3. Now that Nora Rengo have come back into this, and won map 1, it almost feels like that's impossible, really, for Ageless to come back from.
Yeah, I mean, not just APAC winners, semi-finalists at the 6th Invitational gave Team Empire a right scare.
Yeah, top 4 team in the world from, you know, that placement.
All right, well, we're going to have to answer all of those questions when we get into map number 2. For now, though, guys, we're going to head to a quick break. Don't go anywhere, though. It is Ageless and Nora Rengo in our first match of the day.